Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm participating in Yami's Look for Less challenge for this month that she's hosting with Yelena at the Blondie next door. You'll find the link to both of their YouTube channels in the description down below, as well as a link to the playlist where you'll find all of the Look for Less challenge that was done for this month. For this month's Look for Less challenge, I wanted to recreate this beautiful tier tray that I found on Amazon as well as on the Antique Farmhouse website. It wasn't super expensive, it was $38, but I did mine for much less using items from Dollar Tree. So if you're interested to see how I make it, please keep watching till the end. So to recreate this tier tray, you would need two of these cake pans from Dollar Tree, this bowl in the kids section as well found in Dollar Tree, as well as this shovel in the play section. So what I'm going to do is to remove the labels, and I'm going to take these outside in a ventilated area, and then I'm just going to use a cardboard to place these on top. And then all of the spray paint that I use in this project are items that I had at home. So really what I purchased was these items from the Dollar Tree, except for one little thing that I got. I'm going to show you later on in the video. So for these three items, I'm using my favorite gold spray paint that I got from Michael's, and I'm going to spray paint these on the back of the tin, and then I'm going to let everything dry and come back and do the other side of it. I'll make sure to leave a link to this exact spray paint color because I love this color. I think it's one of the best gold spray paints out there, so I'm going to put that as well if you're looking to use the spray paint and not sure which one to use. I really love this one, so I'll leave a link to that in the description down below. And with Michael's, when you use their coupons, this will be very affordable and a good option. They also have it in silver, and I'll be using that as well later on in this DIY project. So while I wait for these to dry, I'm going to take the little play shovel that I took, and using a screwdriver I'm just going to remove the plastic part, and then once that's removed, I'm going to remove the label and then bring it outside to have that spray painted as well. I'm also going to use these rings that I got from Dollar Tree, as well as the wooden circle or wooden bead that I got in a pack on Amazon, and I'm going to leave a link to that as well. It comes in a huge pack, and I use it in a lot of DIY projects, so it's very handy to have. So as you can see here, because of the spray paint being fully dried, I'm turning them over, and I'm just going to spray paint the inside of these, except for the plastic bowl where I don't need to spray paint the underneath. Now to spray paint the wooden handle or the wooden stick that I got from that shovel, I'm just hanging it or I poked it into a cardboard box that I have, and then I'm going to use this matte black spray paint, and I'm going to spray paint it all over before I cut it into size. And I'm going to let that paint dry. While that's drying, I'm going to take this wooden bead as well as the shower hook that I got from Dollar Tree, and I'm going to spray paint it using the silver color. Now again, I love the spray paint. I can't say too much about it, so here I'm just going to spray paint and let all of that dry before I proceed to the next steps. Once the wooden piece was dry, I took it outside, and then I marked it where I want to cut it with the pencil, and then I'm going to use this hand saw that I got from Dollar Tree and just cut this piece down. It's fairly thick, so you would need to spend some time cutting this, but it cuts really easily, and you don't need to use any power tools to do this. And once that's done, you can also use a sanding paper or sanding block just to make everything neat. After I have both pieces cut to shape, I'm going to take this metallic spray paint that I have and just spray paint over the black. I think it matches the piece that I was trying to mimic, and because if you refer to the tier tray that I was trying to recreate, this part was a bit shiny, so I wanted to recreate that look by using this metallic spray paint. I then took the pieces inside, and I'm going to use this scissors and just cut out the rim of this plastic bowl. I wasn't able to find anything in dollar store to match something close to the piece that I was referring to, but I think this was the next best thing to use, so that's what I'm going to use for my project. And because I wanted to stick with items from Dollar Tree, I wanted to use something that was accessible for almost everyone. So that's what I'm going to do here. The part was very easy to cut off. If you are joining the DIY Residence for the first time, then welcome. I upload new videos every week and I share the many DIY projects that I do in hopes to inspire others to do crafts. So if this is something that interests you, please hit the subscribe button as well as the bell icon so you don't miss on any of my future projects. Because the plastic bowl has a rim underneath, I wanted to cut a piece of foam that I could put so that I could easily hot glue it to the piece that's going to sit on top, and it would make things a bit more secure. So here I just traced where I want to cut my foam board, and using a pair of scissors I'm just going to cut the circle out. Once I had the piece cut into shape, I wanted to make sure that it fits inside, and then I'm going to use some hot glue just to secure everything in place. And before I hot glue it down, I wanted to make sure that the base of this is pretty solid and secure, so I'm actually gonna nail my pieces together. Here, if you have a drill, you can use that. It's much easier and you'll get the job done faster, but I wanted to do it using the minimum amount of tools, just in case not everyone has power tools that this could be done. And because these objects are not very thick or very hard to work with, I'm gonna just use my hand and then use a screwdriver to put the nails inside. So here I'm just poking it to the center of this bowl from the underneath, and then I'm going to do that as well by putting the foam so that I have all of the holes done before I assemble everything together. Now all that was left to do was to assemble everything together and just screw underneath and make sure that everything is screwed in together. I'm going to do the same thing for the top tray as well. So again, finding the center, I'm going to take another nail with the same screwdriver, and then just be careful, and you want to have something to protect the surface that you're working on. So here I just have a foam piece underneath so that I protect my table. And like I said, it's fairly easy to screw in between or to screw in these plates. So here, once I have the hole made, I'm going to take the underneath part that I did, and then I'm also going to do the same thing for this rod so that it's easier to fit in when I want to screw everything together. So for the handle part, I'm just going to take this hook that I spray painted as well as this glass bead, and I'm just going to feed it through and just secure everything in place, and this is how it looks. Once everything is assembled, I'm just going to paint it with a coat of silver just to make sure that everything is completely covered. And I wanted to place it on top like this, but on the piece that I was trying to recreate, you could see like a piece of cap. So I'm going to try to find something in my boys' toys just to see if I can find something to mimic the cap of this piece. Now for the very top of this piece, I found this little plastic piece in my house. I think it was a part of a toy from my kids. So I'm going to take that to add on top of this rod just as an ending cap before I place this handle on top. So I went ahead and spray painted in silver as well, and now I'm just going to put a piece of foam underneath because the surface is not uniform underneath to just hot glue it. So I'm going to put a piece of foam underneath, and then I'm going to hot glue everything together. Once I have the piece of plastic as a cap the way I wanted it to be, I'm just going to add a generous amount of hot glue, and then I'm going to place the wooden bead on top, and then I'm going to apply more hot glue before I go ahead and start painting in silver. So here adding the extra hot glue helps it to make it more secure, but also to fill in all the gaps in between so that when I add the additional silver paint, everything looks uniform and perfectly fit. The paint that I'm going to use for this is from Art's Mind and in their silver color, and this I got from Michael's as well. I'll leave a link to it if I can find the exact one on their website, but because it's very thick and opaque, it does a beautiful job for this project, and I can't wait to show you the end result. After this part is done, all you have to do is to let everything dry, and then I'm going to show you how I stage this tiered tray to match the piece that I was trying to recreate. I hope you enjoyed this video. So please see how I stage this, and I use it in my bathroom. So everything that I use to dress or to stage this tier tray is from Dollar Tree as well. So the hand towel, I just got it and rolled it in to its place, and then I wanted to leave the words showing. And then these glass jars as well are from Dollar Tree. I love this color. I think it pops out and brings the gold of the tier tray really well. So for those, I'm going to use some items that you can use in the bathroom, like Q-tips or cotton swabs. So for the coral color glass jar, I'm going to put some Q-tips in here. And then this is super versatile. You can put whatever fits your needs, but this is what I'm going to do. And then I'm going to add some more items that I also got from Dollar Tree just to finish things up. So you guys, that's the end for this video. This is the piece that I was trying to recreate, and this is how mine turned out to be. I think it looks very similar, and I can't believe I did it in less than $6, except for the items that I added to stage this piece. But to make the tier tray, I was able to make it in less than $6, and I think it's amazing. You can use this in a bathroom or a guest bedroom. It would also look nice next to the kitchen sink as well. So the options are endless. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave my video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not done subscribing yet. And I'll see you in my next video. Take care everyone and stay safe.